episode 4 of the Still in the Woods podcast. We just got finished with Riverbends tonight, and it was a really exciting night. How did it go for you guys tonight?
Lots of mosquitoes.
It was
The definition of Riverbend. Summer at Riverbend.
It was overgrown, it was mosquitoes, it was hot, but we had a good time and we had good vibes. Before we get into any league recaps, first of all, Nolan Cafferly is joining us tonight. First time on the podcast. Woo! How's it going, Nolan?
It's going great.
It's going great. Perfect. So a couple of announcements real quick for you guys before we dive into anything too much. First of all, this is the 8th week of the season, so we only have 2 weeks left of the summer split. So what that means, we have 2 weeks left. After that, there's going to be some sort of week 11, either a skins match, skills contest. Everyone will figure it out eventually. So we got that on the horizon. Look for that on Discord or everything else. Besides that, this is our second to last podcast for this split. So we will have one more podcast, week 10. Hopefully we'll have the league winner. We might do some crazy end of season awards, maybe some quick shout outs, but be on the lookout for those. Any announcements from any of you guys?
No, I'm looking forward to the end of the season, see who's going to take the trophy.
Yep, well, it's kind of a 3-horse race right now, but we will get into that in a little bit. Last announcement real quick. Nothing's official yet, but we want to keep going in the fall. And we love playing disc golf on Tuesdays. I think a lot of people love having fun with that. So we want to continue doing something even when this season's over. So be on the lookout there's some rumblings of maybe some sort of fall season. I'm not sure what that would look like, but it could be a lot of fun for those who want to keep playing disc golf in the fall.
In the past, did we do sanction?
Yeah, so
fallen.
There's been a lot of stuff. Nate's done a sanctioned league in the past. He did a skins league once. Yeah, I'm not sure what it'll look like this split. I'm not sure who's going to run it. I'm not sure. But be on the lookout for something in the fall.
The options are plenty.
Yep. So we played Riverbends tonight, but we're going to go all the way back to last week. We played Shadyside. The first time this league has ever played that course. What do you guys think of it?
I wasn't there. Sorry.
It's a great course for the area, especially like you got TGM over there. They had a bunch of disc golf and
What's TGM?
it's a skateboard shop.
Oh, okay. Do they sell discs and stuff too?
Yeah, they have a nice little pro shop of their skateboard store, and it was kind of like out of the area for any courses, and it was kind of great to add a course over there for especially them because it draws more attention to
It's a
them.
pretty new course, right? Like within the last years.
Spring.
Last
Great.
year.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we
They
go.
got it in within like 3 weeks. It was pretty fast.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So first time I've ever been to Shadyside. Pretty nice course. It's a nice 9-hole layout. I'm sure they could definitely do some safari layout if you really wanted to. Some creative people could do some different layouts. But yeah, the standard layout's pretty solid. When we were there, also the Dirty Birdie guys, they do their league there all the time, and so we had a lot of people show up for Shadyside, which was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, so apparently, I think it was Michael Barella, he showed up to our league a couple of times, and they kind of put out the bat signal because they wanted to show off the course to the public, so they asked everyone to come. So they had, I think, like 30 members of their league. Kind of conveniently, we also showed up this week, so we made it look really busy. So I think there was probably, 20-something of us, 30 of them. There's like a good 50 people out on the course. But somehow we didn't really get stopped. It was a 9-hole course, and we kind of breezed through it. What about you guys?
It was pretty fast.
I think it was the first time I've ever done. I think there was some eight-person cards out there. So I'm saying that might be a first for the Woods League.
So pretty large cards.
I love having big cards. I've said it before, I like 6-person cards. We were on 6-person cards. I think Aaron played on an 8-person card, which is fine because Aaron plays so fast, he's barely there.
Yeah.
Well, it was Aaron and Nolan, I believe. So
And Nolan got my card. So before we get too much into it, we had a unique format for the week. So Aaron had a new crazy idea. So the front 9, we all played singles. Played the whole front. It's a 9-hole course. So we played the front 9, keep score by yourself, and then for the back 9, how it worked is we would get paired with the opposite. So like if whoever finished in first would pair with the last place person, second to last, so on to kind of get balanced teams. But here's the crazy kicker. So it was a 50-50 chance. We had Nate Shimaturo flip for all of us. If it landed on one side, every score reset. We just play 9 holes, everyone's on the same peg. But if it didn't, if you landed the other side, you would take the baggage. So if I shot -5 and my partner shot +6, we start with +1. So it was really kind of an interesting format. No one really tried before. No one really knew what was going to happen. What was going to happen with that? It ended up being that we all started even. So I think we kind of ended up doing a long way of just doing ABC pools. Did you guys have any thoughts about that format, or?
I think it's kind of fun a little bit. Trying to like see like all my shoot this way. I'll try to get like this person or something like that.
Yeah, I kind of liked playing singles for a little bit. I know we're doubles and now triples league, but it was a little bit of fun just to play by myself and kind of add some pressure. Definitely do a lot of shots out there.
I think it was an interesting perspective in hindsight looking at it. Yeah, exactly. It's you play singles, that was pretty nice. So at the end of the day, it was kind of, because we all ended up starting on the same ground for the back nine. It was kind of like we were playing kind of like speed chess, where it's like, okay, well now your front nine's over with. Now you only got 9 holes to go shoot and pop off. You can't take any holes off when you're only playing 9 holes for competitive scoring.
So who do you guys play with on the night?
I actually played with Nate Shiptaro.
Yeah, was the last one?
He is actually surprisingly great at putting.
Yeah,
He knocked down like 2 35-footers, and his putter was up and down, but it was fast, and he actually can throw.
Yeah, I played with him
decently
at
far.
Palmer. I seem to remember him having a pretty solid player, good putt, pretty far thrower for his age.
Do you think he practices putts more than he actually plays?
I couldn't tell you. He's a student of the game. He's rising the ranks.
And who else did you play with in your cardinal?
Ooh, I was on the 8th sum with Aaron
There's a lot of
and
people.
all of them. I think.
It'd be faster to say who we didn't play with at that point.
Right, yeah.
I don't even know who's on the card now.
Who do you play with, Christian?
So I play with Dane. So spoiler, I also play with Dane on Riverbend. So I guess I just realized now, just realizing I played with him twice in a row. Which is, Dane's always a great time. Vibes are great. We were playing pretty well. Then we took the only bogey on the night of anyone. So you really shouldn't be taking bogeys at Shady Side. There's no excuse. And we got on the rough on hole 7. That's at the hyzer. Just goes to the left at the end. Literally both just shanked it straight into the woods. So I was trying to throw forehand rollers out. And meanwhile the 8-sums just waiting 10 minutes for us to finish the hole. So it was a little embarrassing, but yeah. Otherwise we had a good time.
So I've heard Shady Side be kind of compared to a better veterans or a better maybe the best true 9-hole course we have in Southeast Michigan. What do you guys think of that? Did you guys like it?
Well, I think Shady Side has more elevation than Veterans. Veterans is pretty flat.
There's that one really cool downhill hole, hole 2. He's still
I'm
downhill.
also trying to think. I feel like it has a little bit more shot shaping than Veterans. I don't think Veterans really has. For the most part, it's straight with a little bit of hyzer, straight with a little bit of hyzer. There are a couple holes that maybe you need a little bit of a turnover, but for the most part, Veterans is the same shot aside from distances. So I think Shady Side has a little more variation in shot shaping.
Yeah, it's kind of nice having a lot of decent to good 9-hole courses in the
Yeah.
area. We've got Gasquire, kind of St. Clair Shores, Grosse Pointe. We just named Shady Side, Veterans, Steinhauser, Rosie's, and Warren. There's so many of them that are not bad. You can go play them. And
But I
it
think
won't
it's
be
a little
that
bit
quick.
a half step up.
It won't be a long round. If you're going out, you want to play a few quick holes. Go out to those courses.
And if I'm thinking about it, I think I threw. So we had a big downhill hole. We kind of has everything. We had a big downhill hole. We had a huge 400-foot hole. I threw a couple forehands. We had a big turnover shot. So depending on the game, it kind of had a shot for everyone, which I really appreciate about that.
I also feel like there was a decent amount of holes that there wasn't just one. A lot of holes had one preferred shot. Before a couple of holes also was okay, this hole had you could do a turnover or an up the middle or a hyzer. It wasn't super advantageous for lefty or righty, so I think it definitely had a good amount of variety.
And I did just learn tonight that this is Scott's first time learning about the podcast. So I do have to shout him out because he was my partner for that week. I think Scott is my favorite type of partner to have because he just makes every single putt. He putt, you ever see him putt? He has a glitch. And he just throws his glitch dead straight and just floats forever. And so if we were in the circle, he made it. It was every single time.
Definitely takes some stress off of your play.
I was almost afraid because if he ever missed a putt, I don't think I'd putt for a half hour or 45 minutes. So I almost was afraid, please don't make me putt, Scott.
Making me rusty.
I think on the last hole, I think he missed a 15-footer or something. I was like, oh my god.
Oh no.
I hadn't putt in an hour. So what was I supposed to do? I barely made it. But yeah, so going off the leaderboard, so if I pull it up real quick, we had some very tight scores because, as Christian mentioned, we were only taking the 9-hole scores. Only the back 9 counted for your scores. So in tied for first, we had Brandon Maxson and Mike Cafferly, Nicholas and Scott. And then tied for third place, we had a whole bunch of teams in Neg 6. Andre Rick, Roz Tony, Nate Shimataro, and Nolan. So good job, everyone. CTPs and birdie funds. I think there were some birdie funds, were there not?
There was.
So if I go, okay, CTPs, hole 7 was Nicholas. Let's do a forehand. Sean Clancy tried to steal it from me again. He was literally, he was right behind us. I was so mad. He stole it from me 3 weeks ago at LTU. and I ran up to his shot, and he was like this much farther than me. I like stared over it. I was very stressed. And then we also had Jeff Cafferly.
Well,
and
Jeff Cafferly stole my CTP. I literally our first hole. So you get the CTP either playing singles or in a doubles round. So I guess either loop. And I did the very first shot of the day. I put it to the CTP, and it stuck for the entire day until literally I think the last card got to that hole.
Jeff took it.
And apparently you get to step it off. It was like half a foot or a foot closer. So I almost got it. But
And that was hole 4.
yes.
And then Aaron got the other CTP. I'm not sure what that was. And then long putt went to Rick Trenda and Andre. Andre is a relatively new member of the team league. I don't know who made the putt, but they had some 40-foot downhill putt on hole 9, which is definitely cool to see the new guys getting some new discs.
That's a good putt on 9.
It was a great putt. I mean, I think Tony on my card like hit the cage and I almost made it, but good job, guys. And then Birdie Fund, we did have 3 Birdie Fund winners, so huge bonus points. Roz and Tony, I swear I've been saying those names every week so far this year. Brandon Max and Mike Cafferly, and someone at the table. Nolan and Nation Mataro. Good job, guys. Lots of bonus points, lots of
Hitting
cash.
too many birdie funds. I feel like we haven't really had any huge cash outs or anything. It's either like you hit it or it's like you get you get your money back for next week.
Yep.
I would love to see maybe a couple changes at Shady Side. It's kind of in the name, but there's no shade out there. And they can't do anything without the trees.
Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting property. I think they could do some really cool things. I think there's nice shot shaping and a bunch of cool holes there.
Yeah, there may be a potential for 18 at some point. Don't quote me.
Yeah, so I did want to bring this up as a quick discussion point. So we had 3 teams hit Birdie Fund. I wanted to ask you this, either pros and cons or if you guys have any opinions. Birdie Funds on some of those really short, kind of easy courses. So think Palmer Shorts, Shady Side, Steinhauser. I'm not really sure about that. I was wondering, how would you guys feel about a 4-hole Birdie Fund?
I think it would. Would you keep it random?
Yeah, so I think my idea, it'd be completely random still, so you still choose 4 random holes. It would just make it 1 hole harder for everyone to get it. So the reason I was kind of thinking it'd be a decent idea, I love the idea of a Birdie Fund being this huge event, kind of like an ace. You know, we don't want it to be hit every week or every other week. I would love for Birdie Fund to be worth $20, $30, $40, $50. Just really make the money bigger and make it special. And some of these easy courses, it feels like if you just get the right holes, boom, 3 teams get it, 4 teams get it.
Especially in the summer when, frankly, we do have less people in the summer just because people get busy or whatever. And when less people show up, they have less money to put in, and then you get less money for when it gets hit, right? And by 3 different teams, whatever. So I'd be in favor of it going to 4 holes in the summer
Right, that'd be interesting.
compared to the spring.
That'd be
but
interesting.
that's just me.
I kind of feel like Riverbends, for example. There's so many hard holes at Riverbends.
You could do 3.
Yeah.
I think you could do 3, it'd be perfectly fine. I mean, we spoil it, but no one hit it at Riverbends. But yeah, Palmer Shores and some of those, I'd be interested. It'd be interesting to see if the money built up over time and what would happen with that. You guys have any thoughts about that?
I think it'd be a decent idea. I'm not sure if it would change substantially because on some of these courses, like Shady Side, the winning score was like a 7 or 8.
So like 7 down to 1, yeah.
Most likely, like sure, it's just one more number that you're randomly generating, but you still could just easily hit it if 1 more easy holes hit. Same at Palmer, like throw like the whole back 9 at Palmer.
Yeah.
The shorts, you could birdie almost every single one. So you could still get one of those holes that is an easy hole. In which case, you still have a decent amount of people hitting the birdie fund. But the more numbers you draw, the more likely it is that less people hit it. So
Maybe in the fall it could be something interesting to try out. If whoever ends up running it, if they wanted to try, like if they played some super easy courses, see what happens. It could be fun.
For
I don't know.
sure.
Anything else about Shady Side before we go to Riverbends?
Favorite hole?
Favorite hole at Shady Side? That's a great question.
I like hole 2. I don't think it's a massive downhill. I think it is a downhill. It's not like
It's like
something
320, 330?
yeah, but it's not like 50 feet of elevation or anything. It's probably
No.
20. But yeah, pretty fun.
I think it's hole 4, right past that 400-foot bomb.
That like either like backhand hyzer or forehand hyzer?
It has 3 lines. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
nice.
3 lines
That was
on
fun.
it, and somehow I always hit a tree on it.
I don't like that hole because there were the most bugs back there.
Oh, that's
That was
yeah.
eating a lot in that corner. That was terrible. Jake?
I'm gonna go different as well. I'm gonna go hole 9.
Oh, I was actually going to say hole 9 too.
Well, nine's like a
Because
weird shot. It's
you
kind
have
of like
to-
it's
you have to
interesting.
choose
Yeah, it's interesting.
which side you're going on, and you have to commit to it.
I mean,
'cause
Chris
it's
went-
low ceiling.
Chris went under the limbs on the right
Yep.
side of the tree, which at first I thought was crazy. Then I was looking at it. It's like, well, the left side's like not super easy either. So
No.
It's also like very like low elevate or higher elevation up towards the top of the
Yeah, you
tree
got, like,
branches, and then it goes downhill.
It is
after
a,
that.
yeah, you see like throw over the hill and like, how to coast the whole way.
Yep.
Yeah, I think 2 and 9 were my two contenders. So
Yep.
I'm glad you guys both mentioned that. But we just got finished with Riverbends tonight. So for those of you who play Riverbends a lot, you know, overgrown, very challenging, and so for those reasons, we played triples tonight. So it was ABC. We had some interesting pairs and triples. Who do you guys play with, and how'd it go?
I played with Roz and Big Mike. Got
Good squad.
Yeah, we had a really good time tonight. I was with Nolan and these guys. I'm sure he'll tell you more, but we had a lot of big putts, a lot of tree hits, and a lot of good times, honestly. And we had a few holes where we kind of were let down by some short putts, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
Any Riverbend spit outs on those baskets?
Oh, Roz had one.
Yeah, Roz did.
I think it was on hole 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Over under like 4 spit outs tonight for the whole league. Cause I know I saw one. You guys saw one.
Well, I had 2 the last time with Riverbends. Thankfully, the Riverbends gods spared me this week. I didn't have any spit outs, but I'd probably say 4 seems like a solid number.
Yeah.
Were vibes good? Were vibes good?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Always with Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how much razzing was Mike doing this time? Was he staying cool this time?
Oh, he
No.
brought up Natalie Ryan in the back of
Uh-oh.
He did.
Alone.
He did have a few comments that might have led Brandon astray on a few putts. I will neither confirm nor deny.
Nolan, who did you play with tonight?
Oh, I was playing with Brandon Maxon and Marshall.
Wait, you were playing B tonight?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a great card. And how do you guys play?
We played decently okay. I mean, we had some birdie putts that should have been made, but
Uh-oh.
we did not make.
Uh-oh.
We missed a 15-footer on hole 3, so that
Missing a
kind of
15-foot putt in triples is awkward.
is very
For
awkward.
for context, Mike was in the background making some comments. Brandon kind of lost focus a little bit. He missed. He was like, okay, one of the other two will make it, right?
Oh no.
Nolan and Marshall missed
Oh, no.
right after that.
Those are 3 good putters too. That's
I know.
It's a little surprising.
I was just talking
Mike
about
was-
Scott making
It's
the
the
putt.
Mike effect.
Mike must have said something really weird or out there to have all 3 of you guys at the same time.
It's also
That's
crazy. I'm looking at the scoreboard tonight. The top team and the bottom team were only separated by 3 strokes.
Yeah.
So if you miss one 15-foot putt, that's like
Yeah.
halfway down the leaderboard just by one putt.
Well, that's kind of
Super
what happens at
competitive.
this course. Also, because a lot of the holes are like, frankly, probably too long for almost anyone to birdie. So on triples, you get a par, and then the holes that you should be birdieing, you have 3 chances at it. So most people are getting those ones.
I will mention we played all the shorts tonight, so the scores this week are a lot better than they were when we played Riverbends earlier in the
Yep.
year. Christian, who do you play with tonight?
I play with Dane, like I said, second time in a row playing with him, and then I play with John Vestal. So we haven't seen John in a while.
John's been gone a while.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been busy, but
Coaching volleyball or some lame excuse like that.
But yeah, so well, it's funny because I think Riverbends is one of his closest courses, but he never goes there because he doesn't like it in the summer, which I can see why,
Yeah.
bugs and overgrown and stuff. But yeah, it was good vibes all around. John throws pretty far. Like he's definitely over the last like year and a half to 2 years, definitely gotten a lot of distance with his backhand.
I think John might throw further than me.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
I mean, combined with the thumb, that throws
Also,
way
I think-
further than me.
Yeah.
In the kindest way, the best way possible, he may have been a slightly bad influence on me today. Because I probably was throwing more thumbers today than I probably ever would have if I was playing Riverbends with anyone else. I was like, this is like a straight shot.
So-
Let's throw a thumber instead. Like, instead of like a straight backhand. But
What disc did you throw on 13 over the river?
13. I threw a heat thumber. The classic heat thumber. I need to like panic quick, and my miss with a thumber instead of like throwing it in the air, I literally just like launch it like into the ground. So I literally like levitated it like literally in line with the other side. It should have gone in the water, like skipped up and barely didn't.
And for
I
those
ended up parking it,
And for
but
those that don't know your game very well, what's weird about your thumber?
I throw lefty thumbers.
So he
I'm
throws
a
only-
righty backhand dominant player. I don't even have a righty forehand, and yet I'm throwing like lefty thumbers out of nowhere every once in a while.
It's always so
Backhand.
funny. The first time someone sees you throw a left, he's like, "Oh, please don't do that," and then he actually like, throws it kind of
Right.
I mean, I ironically throw it in tournaments, like in sanctioned tournaments that actually matter. Like
The PFO,
nothing
PFO.
wrong with
PFO, literally, like I literally throw lefty like on hole 3 or 4, whatever.
Hole 3, the second round, you went over the top.
Yeah, literally just throw it
45
over
long.
everything, and I went like 40 long, and I didn't have a putt, but yeah, sometimes I figure it out.
So I played with a really fun sixum tonight. So I'm gonna say my team did a lot of carrying tonight. I got paired with for the first time maybe ever, or at least in a while. Hawks got put as a beat fighter tonight.
The disrespect.
Hawks is the B player.
Well, apparently he's noticing some kind of.
He has some injury.
I think it's an excuse.
He probably
I
wouldn't
think,
say-
I think he's totally fine.
He just had a huge ratings
Kidding.
drop. He wouldn't say he's playing his best right now, but he played B. He played great with us, and then I played with a new person that we already mentioned tonight, Andre Emond. And after seeing him play tonight, I think he's quickly going to be in the B pool because he threw some really impressive shots that. I mean, he proved himself.
Isn't he also a lefty?
He's a lefty, and we have two lefties on his card. I play with those three, and then we also play with Tony Campanile. We play with Sean Clancy, and then my friend that's new to the league, Nico Murphy. And Nico is probably 950 rated, but has never played a sanctioned tournament in his life. So he's fantastically good. Doesn't play anything. So we're like, put him in high A. He's like, but he's not rated. I promise you, put him in high A. So they played really good tonight. But yeah, Andre as a C player got to like 25 feet on hole one.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, really good for
It's
a
good.
C
It's a
player.
good. It's a good lefty hole though. To be fair.
Yep. We had some really good vibes. Spotters. Religiously using spotters.
Yeah.
We almost lost so many discs out there, but we finally found the ball.
Yeah.
I almost hit an ace, by the way, on hole 13, the one that you threw your thumber.
Mhm.
I threw my zone, and you know those like metal circles?
Yeah. So the number on the top.
I smoked it. Like dead center, like smoked the bait, I went straight down. So I almost aced it, which would have been really sick.
Park job though.
And poke jam, yeah, which really helped. So leaderboard for tonight. So Nicholas, Hawks, and Andre did win the night at 11 down. A lot of great team play overall. And then we had a tie for second between this guy, Jake Folkrod, Roz, and Mike Thomas. And then we had Nico, Sean, and Tony Campanile in second place. So
And they had a 10 down with a bogey.
they had 10 down with a bogey. I saw
They had
them.
a potential.
Yeah, they literally bogeyed hole.
Yeah.
Was that like straight? Slightly goes to the left, like hole
6.
6. Yeah, hole 6. Like hole 6 is like the hardest hole on the course, I think.
That's all 5, isn't it?
One,
I think
two,
it's hole 5.
3, hole 5. Hole 5.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think, to me, that's the hardest hole on the course because it's so easy to be left or right, and then it's like, kind of hard to get to the basket after that. So they hadn't bogeyed that hole, they would have tied for the win on the night,
Yep.
especially when everyone was only separated by 3 strokes. Did anything else happen tonight? Interesting for any of you guys?
Marshall hit an 80-footer from
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh my
Wait, do
God.
I glitch?
He was a laser.
The glitch?
It
Yeah.
never changed in height. It was just straight at the basket.
That's what he does.
every time.
Great putt.
I'm telling you, that's what he does. That's his thing.
Was he the last one to putt?
Jake's lost phone.
Yeah.
Are we gonna tell the story of Jake's last run?
I threw a shank on hole 10, and then it kind of went into the woods, and then I fell on my butt going down the hill. So then my phone fell out. I didn't know until like 5 holes later.
Right.
Hole
And I was like,
19.
where the heck's my phone? Yeah. So we did the
That's
find your own iPhone.
That sounds like a me thing. That definitely. I think twice in the. I think twice. To be fair, I've lost my phone twice in the same round, so you haven't broken that record yet.
Was that it?
It was
Oakland?
It was at OU, yeah.
Yeah.
I literally lost my
I was
phone.
playing with him that
Oh yeah. Oh, you were. I forgot about that part of this. But yeah, I lost it, and then I think it's like Zach passed Sean Clancy, their car found it, and left my phone with like tons of like videos and pictures of like their faces and like saying like, oh, here's the phone. So so some quick shout outs. So no aces, no birdie funds tonight, unfortunately, but we did have Jake Folkbow with the ice cream CTP.
Nice.
I think he was literally pinned on hole 14.
Yep.
The shorty.
I got lucky.
okay. Nice. Spike Heiser.
I
parked it.
that was
Super
that,
lucky.
that was another one of those holes. Another one of those holes that I never would throw a lefty thumber. But I was playing with John Festival, and I was like, "Hey John, should I go backhand or lefty thumber?" He's like, "Oh, I love the lefty thumber line here." So I did it. I was like 3 feet, so not quite CTP, but
Almost.
the group difficulty was higher.
And then we had the ACTP was Nico Murphy, and his first time in leagues, which, by the way, Andre, as a C player, got closer to all of us. So he would have gotten the CTP.
Wow.
He would have gotten the CTP, but he didn't qualify it, so thank you. And then we had Roz with the BCTP. I have no idea what hole they were on.
That was an
That was- oh,
insane
you-
shot.
You played, yeah, what do you do?
He threw, I think it was his buzz. He hit middle of the hill on hole 9, and it somehow
Like
hit a road or
anti-skid?
something, and it skipped all the way up the hill,
Yeah.
went above the crest, and it was closer than the previous.
Well, we were
first
we were literally walking to our last hole 1, as they were tapping out, and Miles was like, I'm not having a great round, but that was a clutch because I needed the bonus point to because he's trying to compete for the end of title championship. So that
Well,
one
he-
extra bonus point.
If
Maybe
he
not
wins
matter.
by that amount, then good for him, I guess. And then another name that we say all the time on this podcast, Tony Campanile got the CCTP. I saw the shot. I cannot tell you what hole it was on. I'm sorry, Tony, but it was a great shot. I'm
I
sure.
want to say it's on hole 2.
hole 2. Oh yeah,
Downhill.
yeah, lefty just dead straight.
That's
Heiser
a weird
flip.
lefty shot. I feel like it's like easier on
Yeah,
the
he
righty.
does. Yeah, Heiser flip, perfect shot within 5 feet probably.
I feel like on some courses Tony plays almost like a high B, like it's like he makes like 40 footers and catches everything. Like he can definitely be a really valuable.
So we've said
player.
this before. So what's the big like Spikeheiser? Instead of playing down the hill, we just played on the flat ground. Like 26.
26.
Yeah, I think it's 26.
So 26. So he's a lefty. So the left shot's hard for him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna throw my one forehand for the round because he's good for a couple of forehands. He like threw it like way past the fairway, like on the other side. I'm like, Tony, does your forehand go further than your backhand? He's like, yeah, but I can only throw it like once or twice around. It wasn't close to the basket, but it was really far. So if you can work on that, Tony, not hurt yourself, then that's an easy way to get to the B pool if you can keep throwing that forehand. And then someone on the Aaron Nitz team hit a long putt. I don't know who it was, but just to give you guys all credit, it was someone of Aaron Nitz, Will Coaches, and Mitch Childress. So whoever made it, good job. I don't remember what the hole was on either. Oh, it was the
Hole 10.
Hole 10. Yeah. I don't remember what. Do you guys remember what the long putt was? Did they make a long one? Was it a shorty? When we were there, it was like 20 feet.
Yeah, that was my putt on that hole, but I knew that I was gonna get beaten, so it's probably C2 if I had to guess.
Okay,
That seems reasonable, but
Anything else at Riverbends that you guys want to talk about?
bugs.
Bugs. Bugs were horrible. Bugs were horrible as they always
Riverbends
are.
in summer.
John was literally saying his skin was sloughing off because he put so much bug spray on. So, yeah, my skin's burning, but like it's worth it.
Big Mike sprayed me in the face. It got me on the lips, and my lips went numb for a little bit.
I'd be more concerned about my eyeballs than my lips.
Yeah.
So before we will be doing a Nolan interview in a bit, but before we did that, I want to take a quick look at the league standings for the year because we only have 2 weeks to go. It's the crunch time where everything gets really close. So it is seeming like a three-person race right now between Andrew Rosalino, Chris Lemon, and myself, Nicholas Nolachek. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, Chris Lemon did not come tonight to either boost to try to catch me or he didn't want to come.
He's throwing the league.
I think he was tired from our little weekend trip.
Oh, thank you, thank you, Aaron, for doing that Lake Augusta trip.
We played 96 holes in 2 days.
Did you really?
Jeez, his arms probably fell off. He probably can't play anymore.
But Apple Health said it was around like 15 miles of
Really?
straight hiking. So.
Well, 15 miles of walking, putting on your legs, and all that strain putting on your shoulder and arms.
Right.
I was sore.
No wonder he's not here today.
Yeah, I just think he doesn't want it. He doesn't want that.
Right. Yeah.
So after we shot, but you did the counter for last week. It was what, like 30 times you mentioned Chris Lemon in the podcast.
Yeah,
last time?
just about.
And then he just doesn't show up the next week. So
His
Chris,
arm might have fell off.
Chris, we like you coming to leagues. So if you want to win, then come at me.
This guy's not complaining.
This guy's not complaining. Actually, I am because I like you. So Nickel, and then some other shout-outs for some newcomers. Dane's in 4th place, is his first full-time split in the league. So very impressive for
He's
Dane
been
there.
showing up.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's every week.
Mike
maybe all but one.
Carefully, another top 5 finish, proving that's not a fluke from last split.
True.
So nice for him. We have standbys Aaron and Brandon Max in the top 10. Mitch Childress, another new person, is in 7th place. So congratulations. And then finally, to round up the top 10, another new person, Scott Belito. Someone told me how to say it. But so we have like what? 1, 2.
Scott / Marshall, whichever one you'd call him.
We have 3 new guys in the top 10, and then I think we have a really good combination of like 3 or 4 A players, a couple B players, a couple C players. So I think the scoring's working right now.
I remember last year we were saying it might have been the death of the A player because it seemed like it was really hard to win, but now it seems like we have a healthy balance.
So the death of the A player might have been over exaggerated, but we shall see. We're gonna get back into it, and we are going to interview our guest today, Nolan. Just kind of ask him some questions, see what's up, and give what the people want, more information about Nolan. So, First of all, the gimme question, just how did you get involved in disc golf and maybe sort of the league too?
It was around COVID when I started, 2020. I was really into bowling. Dad was teaching me, and then the bowling alley shut down. Everything shut down, and there was nothing to do. And so my dad had seen around like parks, and you go to work and all that stuff, just baskets.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Yeah.
And so I ended up getting an Innova starter kit from him.
The discs?
Yeah, 3 discs.
What with it?
That's
Probably the AVR.
An AVR.
TX Leopard, maybe, I don't know.
Shark, a rock.
I think it was actually a Shark. I
Shark,
think it was,
classic.
I think it
And
was
DX Leopard.
a Valkyrie.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
All
that's the
DX
other
plastic
one,
probably,
yeah.
yeah.
And I won't throw those now.
Yeah.
Trash. But got those discs, and we went out to Ira. It was a 9-hole course when we first started playing, and it was actually where I got one of my first aces.
Nice.
150 feet. It's no longer the same hole because they added 3 more holes to it. So a hole 7, no, hole 8 turned into hole 9 now.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
kind of sucks, but that's kind of how I got started playing disc golf, and my uncle was also into it with his son.
Yeah.
so.
Do you remember what the score of your first round was? Like how much over or under par did you shoot in that first round?
It was probably bad.
Mm.
I
Weren't keeping track of score.
I couldn't putt within like 5 feet, so
Yeah. And how did you kind of get involved in the league? Like how did you take the next step?
U-disc. I was
Mhm.
just looking. I was bored.
You boy, you guys.
I didn't know anybody else who played disc golf. I was just playing by myself or with my dad, and I was just like, I got a car. I need to go somewhere. I need to play with other people.
Well, it's interesting because like most people kind of have like an in somewhere. Like for example, Nicholas and I, like Wade introduced us, or like I think Brandon Maxon had John Vestal kind of be the guy who brought him to the league. So I think you might be one of the only ones to like go on UDisc and be like, oh, that's a pretty cool league. Check it out, and then continue coming the whole time. Because we've had like one-offs. Like, you were the one guy who showed up at one time, then keep going.
I ended up
That's pretty cool.
emailing Aaron off of U-disc.
That's legit.
I think he brought up to me that it popped up on his like Apple like messages, and he doesn't look at those. I don't even look at
I
those.
didn't even know there were emails on UDisc. I didn't know like I didn't think that
You
was a
had
thing.
to be the only person to email him to join the league. You had to be the only person.
So formal.
Yeah, and it was like, who is this guy? Never heard of him. And so you've been a staple of the league for a couple of years now, but you are still, I think, by far, the youngest regular member of the league. So, like, do kind of people your same age play disc golf? Do you feel weird playing with a bunch of old people like us? Like, how's that feel?
I play like besides league with my cousin and our
Yeah.
friend Christian. They're around my age, so it's kind of cool having like 2 other people who are really into disc golf. Like I got my cousin into it.
Yeah.
He started buying disc and all that. When he loses disc, he's like, oh, I gotta buy another one, and so kind of got him addicted to it. It's almost like a drug to him. So
Have you picked up a trick or two from watching the old timers play disc golf? Me and Christian, we're 30 now. You picked up some tricks? That's geriatrics over here.
play smarter.
Yeah,
They go for everything.
And so, what is like your favorite part of the league? Like, what do you come back for, dying to do? Like every time you come to the league, like what's like you love it?
Consistency, just playing disc golf every single week, keeping up with it. I know, like, before the league, I wasn't even playing, like, every week. I play a lot more now. Like, last week I played 7 days in a row, which is insane because, I should be working. But
Yeah.
I wasn't. And so
Really.
I just look forward, coming to league, playing again, learning how to play better by other
Seeing
people.
our bright shining faces every week, Yeah, I mean, no matter how bad your week's going, you can always look forward to Tuesday night leagues, wherever we go, even if it's events. Ouch. It's not that. I think the question that the people are asking, are there any more calf release? Because kind of the way that you guys got involved in the league, you came first, then like your dad came, then we saw some Luke, then Jeff came, and it just seems like you're multiplying. How many calf release are there, and will we see more in the league?
I have 3 older brothers, so they may show up.
Do they play disc golf?
They've played a few times for Father's Day or something
Yeah.
like that. I mean, it's crazy tomahawks,
Baseball
forehands. Yeah. So, they may come, but as of now, it's just my uncle, my dad, and then, every now and then Luke.
So no more calf release yet.
Yet.
We're not denying that won't happen eventually.
I'm going to have a prodigal son.
Yeah, yes. Give him like 20 years, guys. Maybe not 20 years, not that long. And then what's like the thing that you're best at in disc golf? Like, what are you really good at that you think helps you game more than anyone else in the league?
Accuracy. Like, before I was just, as people say, spraying and praying.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, throw a nice textbook shot, lay up in the middle of the fairway, even if I'm trying to go for the pin, I'll almost put it inside the basket because, before I was like, okay, I'm 100 feet deep.
Yeah.
So it kind of just helps, accuracy and all that stuff. It's helped my game a lot. Before I was just, not playing as well. My rating's gone up because of accuracy.
So you're golfing now instead of just throwing discs. Like,
Yeah.
you learned how to play the game.
Yep.
As dumb as that sounds, it's true. And I asked these guys last week, favorite disc right now in your bag?
It would actually be my yellow Sagara in my bag. That
Nice.
thing shines and it's beautiful. I had 2 before, and I had a wonderful shot at Columbus, hole 10. It was like 340 out on hole 4, and I hit the pin for eagle, and it kind of just stapled itself right inside my bag. It just stays in there now.
Yeah, well, us being mortals don't make it look like Anthony Gorla does.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably make it look very stable. Anything else that we have for Nolan? I know there's been a while since he's been on a podcast, but any other questions for him or anything?
Any hot takes? Not hot takes. Any pet peeves you've had?
Or hot takes.
recently? Or hot takes. So anything like that?
People commenting on form when you're about to throw. Like in the middle of a round, they're commenting on your form.
Good.
I have like a crazy air bounce. And
Yeah.
I have people say like, oh, you're taking off distance on your shot and all that. And it's like, it works fine for me.
There's one pro that makes that work. So if Matt Owen can do it, that crazy air bounce thing, I think you can do it too.
He had a,
Yeah.
I forget, I think it was on the west side of the country or even the east side. He had like a 500-foot through the woods and like parked it for eagles on the.
I remember
pole.
that shot.
It was farther than
No,
that.
I
Yeah.
don't think anyone said that.
600?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone said Matt Owen doesn't have a distance, and like he's what high 30s. He's almost a Masters player. He has the same form forever, and he's probably among the farthest throwing guys on the tour. Like
He's the nicest guy I've ever met.
Oh, really? You met him?
I met him at Dieglo. My
Hello.
dad and I were walking, and my dad had a Chris Dickerson Tennessee Volunteers ever shirt
Mm-hmm.
on, and Matteo comes rolling up, rolls down the window, says, "Hey, nice clown shirt," and drives away.
Well, yeah, because people don't know he's a huge Alabama fan, so
Roll
Crimson
Tide.
Roll Tide, so Tennessee natural rival. I
Um,
wonder how Benny feels about it, because Benny's a huge Tennessee guy too. I wonder how he feels about
Don't ask him.
Matt Owen.
well, thank you, Nolan. I'm sure we learned a lot about that. Before we get into too much more, I wanted to take a quick glazing section for a couple of people who are, who are grinding out in the tournaments these days. I've been slacking. I'm not sure about you guys if you've been playing tournaments or not. But some of these guys out there are still playing tournaments, still getting their rating up. So some quick shout-outs. The Firefighter Classic on July 5th. Eric Nemeth is a putting league staple, a sanctioned league staple, and he won the AM3 division by 4 strokes, or 3 strokes, I can't remember. So congratulations to Eric. He's put on a ton of distance,
Congrats,
and
yeah.
he's probably averaging like 930 golf.
He doesn't
last
mess up
week.
anymore. He's just like
He puts super
fairway
good.
putts.
He's averaging 930. He's not going to get AM3 very long. He also went on to win the Kelly Joe Memorial at Northridge by 7 strokes. So I'm really smoking everyone.
Smoked.
Yeah, smoked everyone. I think people were calling him sandbagger after that one. Yeah. But he will not be playing M3 for very much longer. In that same tournament, Brandon Maxson made his MPO debut. So it's always fun to see more Woods players moving up. I think Ian might be our only MPO player. But
at least consistent.
Oh, and David,
yeah,
and David, yeah. But hopefully we get more and more MPO players.
Aaron.
Aaron plays like, yeah, oh, you're right. The MP40 guys are like, some
Yeah.
of those guys play professional too. So good call there.
He's in the older MPO field.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
won't. Yeah, and then another Sanction League staple, AJ Geetson. You guys might not know him, but he won the AM4 division in the Land Whale Open at Goldenrod. Shot above his rating, so good job, AJ. I'm not sure if you listen to this, but either way, great job. And then, are you guys playing other tournaments coming up? Like, what's on the agenda for you guys coming up?
Yeah, I've been slacking a lot last few months. Just gotten busy with life, you know.
Yep, that
and
happens.
getting ready for Worlds, Amateur Worlds in Missouri.
Yeah, when's that?
That is mid-August,
Cool.
and it's kind of in the same category as like I played NADGT Nationals in
Yeah.
Austin, Texas a few years ago, and I played Ledgestone last year.
Mhm.
So it's kind of building up to this point. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's like your tournament for the year. That's like the
Yeah.
most important one
Yep.
for you, obviously. I can one up that. Me and Christian are playing the Grayling Open this weekend.
Oh, snap.
Up in Grayling, we're playing with us two. Brendan and Derek Vansel are playing that at Hanson Hills. So we were on for that one.
That's a great
well,
course.
It's
So
it's
for
off,
those
right?
who've done the trip to Houghton, we're playing Hanson Hills, and then we're playing Pine Knoll. So I believe the Hill is going to be the first course of the day, which if that's true, we're going to be so tired. We're going to be a very exhausting day.
Rest in peace to your legs.
I know, it's gonna
Yeah, I'm going to be dead after that.
My 30-year-old legs can't take it anymore.
What's this C-tier?
It's a C-tier.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think
that's gonna be brutal.
There's like 8 of us in our division, so it should be a good time. And then a lot of people love doing Ledgestone this time of year. Probably in a couple of weeks or a month or something. I know Aaron, Hawks, Will, a whole bunch of people go to Ledgestone. You go to Ledgestone too.
I played it
sometimes.
last year. That was really fun. I
Yep.
highly recommend.
Yep.
Everyone should go at some point.
I hope to go at some point. Not this year, but at some point. And then a lot of people who don't play Ledgestone play D-Glow. Because it's
Yep.
kind of that same feel, but it's a lot closer. It's more local. You can just drive to the courses and kind of do the same thing.
It's kind of cool for both Ledgestone and D-Glow. They have a lot of flex tournaments beforehand
Those are fun,
for
yeah.
for either practice or people in the area can just play them.
Yeah, I think
You just go out.
I think D-Glow has like what 6, 7, 8 courses they use, and throughout the entire week you can play a flex for any of them. I'm sure Legends has even more because you
They
use more
do,
courses.
yeah.
It's like
Last year we were practicing for one of the courses. I don't remember which one, but we saw Albert Tom. I'll play on the course.
one of the indie courses we saw
On the
Albert
indie
Tom.
course, yeah, Albert Tom was there probably playing a chill round before D-Glow.
Probably
the
short.
professional D-Glow.
Anything else on the agenda for you guys tournament wise?
There's states coming up
Are you
in
playing?
Ludington.
You playing?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I mean,
He has a berth. I have a berth.
between college coming up,
So you guys just carpool. I'll stay at
I'll
home.
play.
And when I got my only berth a couple of years ago, I didn't know anyone, so I didn't go. And now that I know people who go, I don't have a berth. So what am I supposed to do?
I kind of have to go because like it's so close to where I'm going to college, and
yeah.
it's just like
It's so good.
just
so
an
fun.
might as
hour
well.
drive.
Yeah.
So you might as well, exactly. Didn't we say real quick that Aaron may have been in a tournament real quick that he may have won or something?
I
Play
heard
with
some
Hawk.
rumblings about a tournament that Aaron and Hawk play in. I don't know anything about it. But if
I don't
anyone
either,
does know anything about it, leave in the comments. Maybe do the YouTube things.
Little playoff victory maybe.
Controversy.
Potentially.
Yeah. Intrigue. Let us know, guys, because we have no idea. Anything else tournament-wise? Anything fun coming up or
League next week.
league next week? That's gonna be a lot of fun. The league
Yeah.
tournament. Before we get to the league recap, though, I had a quick fun segment for you guys. We're not doing Build a Player Frankenstein, unfortunately. We are doing. Yeah, I know. Cry one out. We are doing a new thing. So it's called. I like to call it League Legends. So I'm gonna give a description of like some scenario, and you guys are gonna try to come up with a player who best exemplifies that. So I may say something like, "This person is the most likely to show up late and still beat everyone." To which you guys will respond, after like 20 seconds or so, Nicholas, because I will show up every time late to a casual round. I don't know why, but leagues are on time. Casual rounds never. Does that kind of make sense for you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
All three of you guys get to do it.
So
We'll do
not to be confused with League of Legends.
Yeah, not League of Legends. It's League Legends, not League of Legends. Even though
Don't copyright strike this.
yes.
Maybe a little
yeah, come on,
countdown
Tencent.
before we
They
say
did
his
just
name.
do their mid-season invitational though, which is a lot of fun. I watched that. Anyways, not to bore anyone about League of Legends. League Legends. So the first one, most likely to throw a perfect shot and say that was trash.
Ian.
Oh yeah, that is supposed to say.
My bad, jeez.
So pretend you didn't blow it out. I'm gonna give you like 10-15 seconds until you all have an answer.
Pretending like a list of players.
The
Like
goal is to try and get like the same person for all three of you. That'd be so much fn. So let me know when you have all of your answers. Don't think too long.
Will we say them at the same time?
Yeah, I'll say 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Sam. You got your answer?
Yeah.
We know you have your answer.
most likely to throw a trash shot.
And so, no, most likely to say a perfect shot and say that was trash. Let me know when you.
So just rehash the question.
Yeah. So this person is the most likely to throw a perfect shot and say that was trash.
Like mid-air or something.
Or like when they park it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
You all good?
Yeah.
Alright. On. So I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, go, and you're gonna say on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ian.
So
Okay, two of us got the
Brandon,
same.
Brandon,
Ian.
Ian. You knew we said Ian. I think Ian's a perfectionist. I think he likes to have the perfect shot and to do exactly what he thinks he's gonna do.
He threw a shot when we played a doubles tournament at the Pine Hills Golf Course.
Uh-huh.
It was like in the morning, and he threw a forehand. We were just practicing. It skipped and chained out for an ace on one of the holes. And he came out of his hands like, oh, that's a terrible forehand. And then it skips. It chains. And my friend Christian was with me the first time ever seeing Ian throw, and he was like, can you leave?
It's like, who is this guy? Like, why is he complaining? That's perfect for this question, though. And Brandon apparently does the same thing.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I just played with him tonight. He does that quite
Yeah.
frequently.
And it'll be perfect. It'll be like, that's annoying. But anyways. Okay, so this next one. This person is the most likely to miss a 10-foot putt, but then make a 50-footer on the next hole. Most likely to miss a 10-footer and then make a 50-footer on the next hole. Let me know when you guys have your answers.
I got my answer.
I got my answer.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nolan.
So was that Nolan?
Whoa.
Wait, time for a second. Chris, you said Nolan.
I said Nolan.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, he self-proclaimed recently that his putt's been a little bit off. I think Nolan's a good putter, but apparently he says that it's been a little bit off recently. So I played with him at what was the golf course that we played? What was the name of that one? We all got golf carts.
Pine Hills.
So you make it like they all weren't going in. They
Oh,
were
I
going
was
in or making
insane
disgusting.
that
Like
day.
I'm 50, give it 100-foot putts, and I do getting close to making it.
130 pixel shot.
And then he'd be missing like 12 footers, 8 footers. He had a partner. And he
Who'd you say,
tapped it in,
Nolan?
But
Who do you say?
I said Jake.
Okay. Why did Jake? Did you see him miss something today?
He did miss one.
I didn't miss
Uh-oh.
one, yeah.
Jake, did you say me? Are we just doing a trifecta here, or who do you
That'd
say?
be fine.
No, I said Nolan. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone on the podcast.
I'm in you guys' brains. I've gotten both of you so far.
So the next one we will do. This is kind of an open-ended question. Biggest glow up. So this might be person who's improved the most, person who has the best, improved their dress game, person who's gained a lot of confidence. This is an open-ended question. Just who has glown up the most, improved or become more confident, or whatever you guys interpret this question as.
This is a question.
I might need more than 10 seconds to think about this one.
I got mine.
Well, don't think too long. You come up with something and defend it. Let me know when you guys are good. And we'll do like maybe a couple more of these just because I think it's fun.
I think I got my answer.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go Jake first then. What do you got, Jake?
I got Brandon
Oh, Brandon. Okay.
because he joined with So Much Send.
Yeah. You got a new sponsorship with So
Yep.
Much Send, and he's probably one of the most. He grinds the most out of anyone.
For
Almost
the last few years, he's the one who shot up the most, I
And
think.
he's playing IPO now, so great
Yeah.
pick. Nolan.
I was gonna say Brandon too.
Oh, nice. Two for two.
I've come across on Instagram him inside of a indoor facility just throwing it
I've
to
seen
a
those,
net. And his little, So Much Sand when he was changing his little putters.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I was gonna say Tony Campanile. I feel like
Yeah.
I've seen him around since back when I went to the Wagner Tuesday leagues, and ever since then, apparently he was casual. Like he makes 40-foot putts look easy. Like if they're not going into like great bids, he's hitting disgusting lefty lines that half the time are way harder for him because he's a lefty. So I think he's definitely improved his game a lot over the years.
Alright, I'll do just two more guys.
Only two. Oh no.
We can do more if you guys really want to.
Really having fun.
Alright. Most likely to throw a hero line, like a Simon line, and regret it immediately. So they try some spectacular shot, think it's gonna be, they have a highlight in their mind, and that fails miserably. They throw it in the water, they hit it first tree, something. You guys got any? I know who my answer would be, so I'll save it for the end, but.
I got to think about this for a minute.
Someone that's like trying
So
to show
just
off
a
all
pure Simon line.
Someone tries to show-
ridiculous.
Someone's like, oh, there's a line up there, and I'm trying to show off, and then they fail miserably.
I have a name.
And we can go with Nolan first if you still
Sure,
thinking.
go ahead.
I don't know, who you got?
Justin Trenda.
Really? Justin Trent?
Every time I play with him, he's always staring towards the sky. And it's just
he's
like,
also far, like, you kinda can.
I do it in casual rounds with my friends, and they even like, what are you doing? But when Justin does it, it somehow still goes towards the basket, but like 800 feet high. And it's just terrible.
I'd say Justin throws some bombs, though, so like...
He's done it in a tournament, and it was at Palmer. Hole 3.
Oh, I have a good one.
He almost went over the fence, which is in the back of that basket.
So, I've seen Justin throw some absolute nukes, so like he can kind of do it. But like sometimes if you try the risky shot, it's
Yeah.
Christian, what do you got?
So I'm not sure if this is the. I'll caveat. I'm not sure this is the best answer, but it's on top of my head. I'm literally blanking on your name. Dylan. So I'm sorry, Dylan. It's late. Dylan. The reason I say that is one tournament specifically at Palmer. He was throwing hole. What's like the tunnel? The par 4 with the tunnel at the end.
Like hole 13.
Hole 13, whatever. He decides for some random reason he's gonna go hyzer from the tee pad from the longs. Hyzer left of everything.
He's throwing like 45 degrees off.
Like 45, like way off in Narnia over here, like into the weeds on purpose. Then going spike hyzer over the trees and try to go all the way back to the landing zone on the green. I'm like, there's no way this is better than just going like fairway in the middle of the gap.
You could just go straight if you want to.
And he's a lefty too, so it's good for lefty hyzer. But just for that reason alone, I'm gonna say
That's just a
Dylan.
reminder to play your own game.
Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, he throws far enough that he could get away with it. I'm just not sure if it was the play I'd go with.
You got one,
so.
Jake?
I do.
Who you got?
Now, this guy has not been a part of our league for a while, but he once was. And he has implemented a course that we played a few weeks ago.
Ooh, I love this answer.
I'm going with Wade.
I love this
That's
answer.
a good answer.
Have you seen him throw some crazy shots?
I have. I played doubles with him at Pine Hills a few years ago. And he had some, don't get me wrong, he had some great shots, but they hit some Simon lines. I'm like, maybe don't go that way. And they just ended up way in Narnia or whatever.
I think I make myself look dumb sometimes because I'm like, oh guys, this is the Zona West forehand roller, and I'll chuck it off the ground, and like 8 out of 10 times it stinks. Everyone's like, why did you just do that? And then like 1 out of a million, it'll be this like fantastic shot that just doesn't do anything. It's never useful, but I
It's
do
fun.
make myself look silly.
But it's fun.
It is fun. All right, last one, guys. Let's do. This is another open-ended question. The league's MVP, most valuable personality. So, however you interpret it, the league would just not be the same without this person.
Can we do this all at once?
Yeah, I love to do it all at once. So,
I have my answer.
yeah, so either the league wouldn't be the same, or we need this person for competitiveness, or silliness, or vibes, or however you interpret this. So let me know when you have your answer,
I got an
and then
answer.
defend
There's
it.
just so many good answers.
There's so many good answers here. You cannot go wrong.
There are,
He's got.
but there's one.
There's one.
I really hope it's the same answer.
You guys already have your answer?
Don't let us down, Christian.
Let's assume that you have the same answer.
Yeah. Think,
Me
Christian.
and Nolan have the same brain here.
I'm gonna use my brainwave to try to figure out read you guys' mind.
I'll give you a 10-second countdown. 10.
Oh, the radio frequency
4.
errors. Okay, I'm good.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Mike.
Aaron.
Big Mike. Yeah.
Okay. So Christian, I think you took it a different direction. So why is there?
I'm just going with the classic answer. I mean, I think literally without Aaron, literally this league would never exist. So
That's
I think
true.
that's the classic. Like,
True.
I think he does bring some great vibes. I mean, when he's on the car with him, different vibes than Mike. He's not brazzing as much, but in a good way. So literally, I think this. I went the classic answer without Aaron. I don't think the league would ever exist. So
I think Aaron's a great answer. Obviously, this league would not exist. I think Mike though. I think like.
I like being at the course and seeing his white van pull up and then him hop out of the car with his
I'm not
car.
gonna lie, Aaron.
It just brings me joy.
Aaron, I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with my answer, Aaron, but I think I did miss an opportunity to say Mike. I think all you guys are on the same wavelength
There
here.
is something when Mike shows up. I'm not sure what it is. It's just he gets out of the van and Mike's there, and it helps that he's at least like 90% of the time. But
Right,
like,
right,
It
yeah.
means always
and
winless.
he's not the biggest Mike actually. My
Yep.
dad is the biggest
solid shots, Mike.
when you nickname Big Mike, you're never actually the biggest Mike. Like, I have another Mike.
There's always a
big,
bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish, yeah.
So I thought that was a little bit fun, guys. Did I doing that kind of like seeing like League Legends? Yeah, I thought it was a little bit interesting, maybe a little bit different from the Frankenstein we usually do. Last thing before we sign off for the night, 2 League week previews. So next week we're going to Spindler, and then in 2 weeks, week 10, the last week of the year, we are going to Palmer. So what are we expecting for those 2 courses? Or just go by one if you want. I don't care.
Spindler's gonna be windy.
Are we
It's always
assuming
windy.
a
always
similar
windy.
layout of doubles? Because we've been getting some zany stuff recently.
I mean, we don't really know what the layout's going to be. I assume doubles, because I haven't heard anything differently. But I think Spindler is not my favorite course, but the T-pads maybe are a lot to do with that. If they had good T-pads, I
T-pads
would really like
is
Spindler.
scenery, a little bit of scenery.
Ball threes sketchy. Don't break your ankle. Try to get off onto it.
Yeah.
a little like lump, right?
You would know as one who broke your ankle.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
break your ankle.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So a lot of the problems with Spindler comes from, well, we did a fundraiser tournament. We saved enough for the T-pads. We put the turf T-pads in, and then they put them in incorrectly, and now they're like concave. So you're stepping into a ditch as you're throwing.
Stand
And then you
still.
have to go out of that ditch to complete your throw. So
Yeah.
it's really just up, down.
And you're like one of the league UDisc ambassadors?
I'm one of the league, UDIS ambassadors for Spindler.
Yeah, so your name matters. You have some sway, hopefully.
I'm like 7 minutes from the course, so.
Nice.
And whole five basket is back, correct?
Whole
It
Five
is.
basket
It
is
is
back.
back.
I'm not
Yep.
sure if it was broken or if someone stole it, but
Go
it
and
is
play
back.
the 24 layout.
Yeah, and then Palmer. I think we've been to Palmer once at the split, but I have no idea what layout we're playing. But what do you guys think of Palmer? Do you guys like it? Do you guys think it's
I
gonna
mean,
be?
Palmer's my home course. I'm biased. One of my home courses, so I always like Palmer. Doesn't have like the greatest variety of shots. Maybe there's a lot of good straight holes there, but I mean, I like Palmer for what it is.
Older Palmer was my favorite.
Really?
Before they added that big, huge band shell.
Yeah.
I loved hole 6 right after hole 5.
I really like hole 6.
Had the hyzer through the trees, and then the big bomb after that. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved
Well,
that.
I actually didn't like the hole that much. I thought it was like a generic like big bomber with hole 7. I liked hole 6 and 8 actually.
I don't-
didn't really like hole 7.
The thing I think with the new Palmer is that I don't think I've heard a single person who says they like the new hole 6. So like,
I
it's
like
I mean, exactly, we're the crazy people because we played it a million times. So we've like gotten,
Ace.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I was there to see it, but like I mean, we've gotten used to it a little bit. We played it a good amount, but like most people I hear is like, oh, this is too tight, not fair, and the other ones
Right,
are fun.
right.
I have yet to par hole 6
No
or
way.
get a birdie. I've gone over par every single time on that hole.
This week, that week will be the week.
It's either you hit your gap and you get a birdie, or you miss it and then you get a bogey at least.
I tried to
it's
like do a
hard.
little jump putt off the tee, and I hit first available.
that hole's out to get you at this point.
I don't think we'll do predictions for the scores because we've been doing different formats. We don't really know. But Palmer shoots low. It always shoots low, especially if we play the.
How about how many birdie funds will be hit?
How many birdie funds will be there in 2 weeks? How many birdie funds will be hit?
I mean, I was gonna say 3 at Palmer, then Spindler 2. So
Wow,
5.
that's a lot of birdie funds.
5 birdie
No,
funds. That seems good.
I actually say 1 at Spindler.
Okay.
And 2.
That's a more reasonable guess. Okay, Jake.
Come on, bold. Come on.
0 at Spindler.
Okay, Spindler's some long
3 at Palmer.
Okay, so an average of like maybe 3-ish birdie funds in the next 2 weeks. I think that sounds about right.
And then 5. Yeah.
And then Chris said, yeah,
I'm
crazy,
going
that's
bold,
fine.
guys. Come on, get some birdies out there.
So yeah, that's our podcast for tonight. Thank you again, Nolan, for coming. It was a great time talking to you, and I'm sure the people learned a lot about Caterpillar Clan and maybe its youngest member in the league. So that's it for episode 4 of the podcast. We will see you next time, and until next time, see you next time.